These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. Here they are, the Eggheads. How are you feeling, Eggheads?
Very good.
Oh dear, that's a worry. Well, here we go. Barry has got a little teaser for you at home to ponder through the show. So, Barry.
Right, my question is this. Michael Jackson, Rich Man Sings Bad Notes, is a mnemonic for remembering which list of food or drink items?
All right. Mnemonic, did you say?
Mnemonic,
right.
yeah.
So we're going to find out the answer at the end of the show. You can think about that at home. Now, hoping to beat the might of the Eggheads today are glass half full. This family team from Harrogate once won a quiz in the Alps where the grand prize was a round of massages. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm the head of content and marketing at a social enterprise.
Hi, I'm Sally, and I'm a semi-retired chiropractor.
Hello, I'm Mike. I'm a retired GP.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a GP.
Hi, I'm Xander, and I'm a junior doctor.
So glass half full, welcome, good to see you.
Hello.
Hi.
And Matt, I've got to ask about this massage situation. You won massages, did you, in the Alps?
Yeah, we won a whole set of massages for the family, but in the end we actually forgot about the prize and didn't claim it, so it was left unfilled, unfortunately.
We'll maybe claim them from the Eggheads today.
Yeah, exactly.
They're quite handy. I think, Chris, you do a good Swedish massage, Chris, don't you?
They tend not to get up afterwards.
So have you got a good range of skills here, Matt?
Well, apart from me, we've got a whole set of medics, effectively. We've got a chiropractor and a lot of doctors, so I think in terms of the science side, we might be sorted, but I think I'm the only one bringing a little bit of variety onto that end of things.
And your skill is what, more social enterprise is what you work
Yeah,
for?
so I actually work in education. So
Yeah.
I work with kids, teaching them politics, but funnily enough, I might not be taking that subject today.
OK, now we're getting dangerously close to revealing your strategy, which I mustn't do. I'm just going to wish you well. Good luck, team.
Thank you very much.
Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. Now, this is quite exciting, glass half full, because I can tell you that they have won the last 19. So they are on a roll and you've got to stop them. And that means that if you do, there's £20,000 to take away.
Excellent.
Now, the first head-to-head battle is on the subject of music, and you can choose between Lisa, Beth, Barry, Pat, and Chris. So who would you like to take on? And more importantly, who wants to do it?
Who do you think?
I think you should do it.
Yes, I think.
So who should we take on?
So is it Mike, is it?
Yes.
Lisa.
Okay.
I think we'll go with Mike taking on music, and I think we'll choose Lisa, please.
There are gaps on music, Lisa, aren't there?
Many.
The lute, I remember. There was a lute
Oh, I'm safe then.
problem once. So Mike from Glass Half Full is taking on Lisa for the Eggheads. Big game, there's lots of money to play for. First round, here we go. Just to ensure there's no conferring, would you please both take your positions in our famous question room? So, Mike, we are on music, and you used to be in a band.
Yes, many years ago I was in a band in the 70s and the 80s, and nowadays I'll just play wherever I'm asked.
And the band was called Scruffy Dumpling.
It was an adventurous name.
So were you playing covers? Were you like Slade? Were you like
no,
Roxy Music? Or...
We were doing our own stuff.
Oh, good.
We
Well,
were
that's great.
misguided enough to think we could do that.
But that's the way you've got to do it, I think.
It is.
So who would you compare yourselves to?
We were a 3-piece rock unit, and we liked playing anything of that guitar, bass, drums combo. We very much like Roy Gallagher. What a superb player. That type of 3-piece style, blues and rock.
Wonderful. So would you like to go first or second on music, Mike?
First, please.
And here we go. In the words of the song that became a pop hit for Laurie London in the 1950s, he's got the whole world in his what? Is it heart, hands, or hair?
OK. Well, I can't say anything other than hands. The whole world in his hands.
He has indeed got the whole world in his hands. That's right. Was that in an advert for a fizzy drink, Lisa, once, or...?
Oh, now you're asking. Probably.
All right, your question. And you know this is the round where you're in danger of having to sing things.
Well, it's not my danger, it's the danger of the ears of everybody else, really.
In which year did Britney Spears first appear on the UK singles chart, Lisa? 1989, 1994, or 1999?
This came up on, I was listening to your mate Ken Bruce's show the other day. It came up on Popmaster. I was so proud I managed to get it right. It's 1999.
With what song?
Baby One More Time.
The answer is correct, 1999. Well done. Back to you, Mike. Which British recording artist released the album Gang, Signs and Prayer in 2017? I know that's not Scruffy Dumplings era. Dido, Stormzy or Cheryl?
Oh, Dido, Stormzy or Cheryl? I'm going to go down the middle and go with Stormzy. I am not sure.
Stormzy's quite right.
Oh, good.
Okay, Lisa. Who composed the opera Anna Bolena with words in Italian about the wife of Henry VIII? Birtwistle, Offenbach, or Donizetti?
Words in Italian. Is that my clue? Is that as good as my clue's going to get and I can say Donizetti? I don't know. I hate opera. I really hate opera. Other musical styles I can embrace, but opera is not my favourite. Watch Barry's face right now. Barry's going, how can you not love opera? How? I've never heard of it, which I feel really bad, actually, because she's one of my favourite queens. We'll go with Donizetti.
You're suspecting a trick here, aren't you?
Well, I'm sort of hoping there isn't one.
You're suspecting that the Italian opera is written by the person who's not Italian. Well, Barry was making a whole series of facial gesticulations. Barry, what's the answer?
Donizetti.
Donizetti is the right answer.
Woohoo.
The right answer. Okay, so we are 2-2. And Mike, back to you. Which artist born in Philadelphia in 1926, who lived in Britain as well as the United States, had his biggest UK hit in 1960 with The Lady is a Tramp? Bobby Darin, Buddy Greco, or Wayne Newton?
It could be any of them from that era. I think the most like... I'm caught between Bobby Darin and Wayne Newton. It doesn't seem to sing from the middle one. So I'll go with Wayne Newton, if I may, please.
Is he right, Lisa?
I'm not sure. I would have ruled out Darren because I think he had bigger hits than that, with different names. But of the other two, I'm a little bit torn.
Yeah, Buddy Greco is the answer.
Oh.
Sorry, Mike. Lisa has the chance to book her seat in the final round. I Should Coco and In It for the Money were the first two albums for which band of the 1990s? Lisa, is the band Manson, Supergrass, or Radiohead?
Sometimes they just fall for you, and this is one of those times that it's just fallen for me and not Mike. I Should Coco was Supergrass's first album. It's Supergrass.
Yeah, not Radiohead. I don't know any of Manson's albums.
No. Songs, yes. Albums, no.
No, but you're right. You probably got some of the same CDs on your shelf as I have. Supergrass is the right answer, Lisa. 3 out of 3. You're in the final. Sorry, Mike. You're a goner. Really, really sorry. But the challengers can fight back. There's no question about that. Mike won't be in the final. Come back to us, competitors, and we'll see what happens next. So, as it stands, glass half full have lost a brain from the final round. Maybe a little bit less than half now. The Eggheads have not lost any, but it's early days and you can win. And the next subject for you is history. Is that good?
Yeah.
Well,
That's your thing, Sarah, is it?
apparently so.
Who would you like to take on?
um,
Obviously not Lisa.
who do we think?
Who do you think?
Yeah.
We'll go for Beth, please.
All right, so Sarah from Glass Half Full to take on Beth on history. And just to ensure there's no conferring, please go to the question room. Beth, I'm thinking you've got somebody who loves their history here.
Yeah, I think I do. I think I might be up for a bit of a challenge here.
So is it just a hobby, Sarah, or...?
It's rather specific periods of history, but yes, it's more of a, if I hadn't done GP, I would have been a history teacher or something along those lines, so I do really enjoy it.
OK, so would you like to go first or second, Sarah?
First, please.
OK, so first question to you, Sarah. How many US presidents have had the surname Roosevelt? Is it 2, 3, or 4?
So there's obviously Roosevelt war era Roosevelt. I'm not brilliant beyond the war years of the president, so I'm going to go 2 because I can't think of any others.
2 is the right answer. Well done. Beth, to you. The Trades Union Congress was founded in 1868 at a meeting at the Mechanics Institute of which city? Beth, is it Manchester, Edinburgh or Bath?
Thinking about the industry around that time, there was lots and lots of industry in the north, but not quite as far north as Edinburgh, so I'm going to go with Manchester.
And Manchester's the right answer, Beth. Well done. OK, Sarah. The fascist movement called the Iron Guard became established in which country during the 1930s? The Iron Guard. The Netherlands, Romania or Italy?
I know a reasonable amount of Italian history because I had to study it for my A-levels, and I don't think it is Italy. And it sounds more Eastern European. So I'm going to go for Romania, but I'm really not sure.
Romania is the right answer. Well done, tricky. Sounds a bit Italian to me, but you did well there. OK, Beth, who invented the nicknames Squintabella and Weeping Willow for Charles II's mistress, Louise de Querouaille? Was it his wife, Catherine of Braganza, the Archbishop of Canterbury, or his mistress, Nell Gwynn? And I'm going to spell Querouaille for you. K-E with an accent, R-O-U-A-I-L-L-E.
Squintabella, they're not very, and they're not very flattering nicknames, are they? I'm going to go with his wife, Catherine of Braganza.
OK, let's just sort this one through. Pat, can you help us out here? I was looking at your enormous brain turning, Pat.
I don't know the answer. I'd speculate that it's a bit impertinent for the Archbishop of Canterbury.
OK.
And his mistress, Nell Gwynn, wasn't she an orange seller?
Yeah.
She was a woman of the people, so in the sense of cheekiness, I'd opt for Nell Gwynn.
Cheekiness, and his wife was Catherine of Braganza, was it?
So she's Portuguese.
OK.
Nell Gwynn was known as Pretty Witty, Nell, and it does sound pretty witty to me.
Yeah, they don't know at this end, Beth, but they're going towards Nell Gwynn because they think she is the kind of person who would have said these things. Nell Gwynn is the right answer, his mistress.
Well,
yeah. OK, Sarah. Now, the 35 holders of the Manor of Scrivelsby in Lincolnshire have traditionally held their title by performing which role for the sovereign? Would it be surgeon, Queen's Champion, or Warden of the Swans?
Being really quite into the royal half of history, I do get the idea of some of the titles of people that work for the royals. I'm going to exclude surgeons because I don't think medics were that well regarded in those days. So instead, I'm guessing the Queen's Champion, she gets to move around and she gets to choose who she wants to have. So I'm going to go for Warden of the Swans, but again, it's a complete guess, really.
I was looking at this myself thinking, well, the Warden of the Swans is tricky because the swans are in one place and the manor is in another. Queen's Champion is the answer. So your third question, Beth, to stay in. Robert Curthose was the eldest son of which king of England? William I, Richard I, or Edward I?
Robert Curthose. Well, William I's first son was William because the next king was William, and that was his son. Richard, I don't believe had any children, because certainly the crown passed to his brother John. So I'm going to go with Edward I.
Can you help us here, Eggheads?
William I.
William I is the answer, Beth.
Oh.
William I's eldest son was Robert Curthose, and Robert Curthose gets you through to the final. Sarah, well done. You took on an egghead and you emerged triumphant. Maybe the tide is turning here. With their sights set on £20,000, come back to us, we'll play on. As it stands, they've levelled up glass half full. They have lost one brain from the final round. The eggheads have also lost one. And we play on with arts and books. Who would like this?
Me.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Mum to take
OK, Mum's going to take it. Sally, against which egghead? And it's got to be one of the gentlemen here.
I think I'll have Chris, please.
Very good. Known as the steamroller.
Good luck.
So Sally from Glass Half Full versus Chris from the Eggheads. You ready for this, Chris?
Yep.
Yeah. Man, a few words. Please go to the question room now. All right, so Sally, arts and books, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please.
Let's see if you can follow your daughter into the final. Here we go. A country house called Netherfield features in which of these famous novels? 1984, Pride and Prejudice, or Frankenstein?
I don't think it's 1984. I would think it's probably Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice is quite right. Well done. Chris, what is the last word of the title in Tom Robbins's 1976 novel, Even Cowgirls Get the What? Is it giggles, blues, or idea?
It's a rather strange book called Even Cowgirls Get the Blues.
Even Cowgirls Get the Blues is the right answer. Back to you, Sally. Which of these claims to be the oldest public art gallery in England, having been opened to the public in 1817? Walker Art Gallery, William Morris Museum, or Dulwich Picture Gallery?
William Morris. I think I would go for the Walker Art Gallery.
Now, is that in Liverpool?
It is, yes.
Okay. Is it the oldest Eggheads?
No, it's...
Right, which one is it?
It's the Dulwich.
It's Dulwich Picture Gallery. I'm sorry, Sally, not Walker. So Chris has a chance to go ahead. Which of these, Chris, was a highly prestigious prize set up in 1663 by Louis XIV to allow artists to study classical art abroad at the expense of the French king? Is it the Prix de Rome, Prix de Londres, or Prix d'Istanbul?
Well, the Prix de Rome surely is something else entirely. I don't think it'd be the Prix d'Istanbul, so it'd be the Prix de Londres.
It's the Prix de Rome.
Prix de Rome.
You thought that was a Formula One thing?
I thought that was later. So I thought it was something to do with the cinema.
No, it is. It's
okay.
the prize in question. Okay, Sally, over to you. The Renaissance artists Verrocchio and Ghirlandaio both had workshops in which leading Italian city? Sally, is it Milan, Florence, or Urbino?
Well, I do a course in history of art, and my teacher would be very cross with me when I get it wrong. But I think it's Florence.
It's always a good one to go for on your right. Well done. Florence it is. Okay. 2 out of 3. Chris hanging on by his fingertips. The steamroller teetering on the cliff edge here. Your question. Which crime writer invented the characters Vera Stanhope and Jimmy Perez, who've both figured in television dramas? Chris, Lindsay Davis, Simon Brett, or Anne Cleves?
Not Anne Cleves. Between Lindsay Davis and Simon Brett. Vera Stanhope, Brenda Blethyn. Down the middle, Simon Brett.
Anne Cleves is the answer, Chris. Sorry, you've been knocked out. Ooh, this is looking lively, so our challengers are pulling ahead here. If you return to us, we will play one more round before the final. Well, Eggheads, you might be having to do some massages shortly. I think we're on a promise here. As it stands, glass half full have lost a brain from the final round. The Eggheads have lost 2. If you can really press the advantage, this could be very, very lively now. The next subject for you is geography. So it's either going to be Matt or Xander, right?
Matt.
Yeah,
Definitely Matt.
I think I'll take this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've travelled.
Yeah, a little bit, hopefully enough.
You can take on Barry or Pat.
I think I'll go with Pat, please.
Because Barry is nicknamed, he's been to every answer. So that might be a good choice. So Matt is going to go for Pat from the Eggheads. Please, for the last time, go to our question room. Matt, as you're the captain, I must ask about the team name. Glass half full because your surname is Beer, is that right?
Yeah, it's one because our surname is Beer, and the other half because my mum is an eternal optimist, so it tends to be her catchphrase.
Well, it's more than half full now.
Yes, yeah.
So she's right to be. Geography, Matt, and would you like to go first or second?
Yeah, I'd like to go first, please.
Here we go. Which country's only land borders in Europe are shared with Belgium and Germany? Is this Denmark, Netherlands, or France?
So it's not France. I don't think it's Netherlands. I think it's further down. So I think I'm going to go with Denmark.
See if your teammates know Denmark.
Yeah.
I think so.
Netherlands is the answer. All right, Pat, your question. The Canary Islands are part of which country? Brazil, Nigeria, or Spain?
Well, even though they're quite a long way south off the coast of Africa, I think they're a Spanish possession, so it's Spain.
Spain is right. Matt, the county town of Ruthin is in which part of the UK? R-U-T-H-I-N. South East England, North Wales, or west of Scotland?
Nothing. So it doesn't sound southeasterly. I think more Welsh or Scottish. And in the Scottish, you've got Oban. Welsh, I think might be. I'm going to go with the west of Scotland.
I think your teammates agree here. You think it sounds Scottish, yeah. But it's North Wales. Sorry, Matt. So Pat has a chance here. The Channel Tunnel crosses the English coast between which two towns? Bexhill and Hastings, Newhaven and Bognor Regis, or Dover and Folkestone?
I think I can recall quite a bit of extra reclaimed land at Dover because using material they'd carved out of the tunnel. And I think Dover is closer to the narrow part of the channel that you would rationally choose to use. Yes, I think it's Dover and Folkestone.
Dover and Folkestone is the right answer, Pat. Well done. So 2 out of 2. Just didn't quite fall for you there, team captain, and you're out. But your team still have a very good chance in the final. Return to us and we'll play for £20,000. So this is what we have been playing towards. It is time for our final round. As always, general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Matt and Mike from Glass Half Full, and also Beth and Chris from the Eggheads, would you please now leave the studio? Well, here we are. Sally, Sarah, Xander, you're playing to win Glass Half Full £20,000. Lisa, Barry, and Pat, you are the last line of defence here. You're playing for something that money can't buy, which is the Egghead's precious reputation, and to keep this run of yours going. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time they're all general knowledge. You are allowed to confer, team. So, Glass Half Full, the question is, can your 3 brains take down these 3 over here, these famous Eggheads? Best of luck. Sally, Sarah, Xander, do you want to go first or second?
We would like to go first, please, Jeremy.
So, your first question. Good luck. Which type of popular houseplants are included in the Dendrobium genus? Are they ivy, orchid, or daisy?
So, thinking orchids, but so definitely.
Yes,
Could you say it's
D-E-N-D-R-O-B-I-U-M, Dendrobium.
Dendro is roots, I think, or
Not
tree
ivy or...
roots.
No, the orchids all
I think
grow in
ivy's
roots,
something
don't
else.
Okay.
So
You probably know the best, but...
Your gut instinct was
Yeah.
orchids and we don't know. So.
yeah.
Okay. I feel like it's ivy, but we're gonna go with the consensus, which is orchids.
Orchid is your answer. What do you think, Lisa?
That would have been where I'd have gone.
Yeah, orchid is right. Well done.
Got our toes there.
Oh, that's... you don't want trouble on the first question. You did well there.
Good job.
Democracy in action. Eggheads, a band worn across the top of the head to keep hair off the face has a name derived from whose literary character? Lewis Carroll, Andy McNabb, or Jilly Cooper?
Well, it's an
Alice
Alice band,
band, I
so it must
assume.
be Lewis Carroll. Are we all happy with that?
I don't think Andy McNabb has made major contributions to hair care.
I don't even want to speculate on which of Jolly Cooper's characters was wearing one or what they were doing while they were wearing it, so we best go with Lewis Carroll.
OK, well, we believe this is an Alice band, and of course that comes from Alice in Wonderland from Lewis Carroll.
You got a little quaver of uncertainty?
No?
You're right, Lewis Carroll it is. Love to worry them. OK, challenges. Sam Allardyce's only match as manager of the England football team was against which country? Slovakia, Spain, or Sweden?
It's over to you, and I don't know anything about football.
Probably need Matt, but
I really think Sweden.
you think it's Sweden?
I really think Sweden. I think it's Sweden. I think it's Sweden because I seem to remember there being some debate about it afterwards, and I wouldn't normally remember anything about a football team match, but I do think it's Sweden for some reason. I can't tell you what it is.
Well, you must
have
go
you
for
any
it.
ideas?
No, I was airing towards Sweden, so yeah. We're gonna go with Sweden. We don't really know, but
OK. So you're not sporty?
No, at all. That is
Matt was on the one with
Matt would have
sports,
watched
sort
it.
of.
Let me ask, Matt, do you know the answer to this?
I was thinking Slovakia, but on my current record of being wrong so far in geography, I'm not going to have too much confidence.
No, Slovakia is the answer. Sorry, challengers. Sweden is the wrong answer. Eggheads, you can take the lead with this. The Vikings gave the name Miklagard to which city? Constantinople, Babylon, or Athens?
Constantinople, isn't it?
Yes, it wouldn't be Babylon. Babylon was long gone by the time of the Vikings.
I think there are quite a few dealings with
They
Constantinople.
Yes, they had.
They provided the
Varangian Guard. Yeah, I'd be inclined to go for Constantinople. Are you happy with that?
I'm inclined to go for whatever you two say is a good idea.
Well, the Vikings provided a Varangian Guard for the Byzantine emperors, so it seemed logical that they would name a Byzantine city with that name, and we're going to go for Constantinople.
Miklagard was indeed Constantinople. Well done. So they've pulled ahead, which is annoying. You must get this one right, challengers. Which pioneering female reporter had her most famous scoop when she broke the news of the Germans invading Poland in 1939? Is it Marguerite Higgins, Gerda Taro, or Claire Hollingworth?
Would it not have to be someone with a German like Gerda
Yeah,
Taro or
close to
Marguerite
it.
rather than Claire Hollingworth? But
Do you know what I feel like I've heard of, which I won't have heard of, but Marguerite sounded.
Yeah.
But
You're a good guesser.
do either of you have any?
I have the preference not to do the English one.
yeah,
Yeah. Should we go for that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we're going to go with Marguerite Higgins, please.
Marguerite Higgins is your answer. Now, bizarrely, well, maybe it's because I'm interested in journalism and stuff, I feel that I have seen this person's obituary relatively recently. Can you help me out here, Eggheads?
I think it's Claire Hollingworth.
Yes, and so do I.
Claire Hollingworth is the right answer. Challengers, no way back. We have to say congratulations. The Eggheads have won. Oh, the momentum there for you guys. She died at 105, by the way, so there was a bit of an obituary not that long ago which celebrated that fact of Claire Hollingworth. But easy to miss these things. You were storming it in the early rounds there.
Yep.
Completely. Commiserations.
Thank you.
Thank
Hope
you.
you've enjoyed it.
Yes,
we have
we've had a
to
fabulous
enjoy
day.
it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
The Eggheads had
Wonderful experience.
some nervous moments in this round, but they have done what comes naturally to them in the end. This winning streak continues. It does mean the challengers aren't going home with the £20,000, so we're going to roll that money over to our next show. Well done, Eggheads. I wonder who will beat you. Now, before we go, Barry, you asked us a question earlier. What was it?
The phrase, Michael Jackson, the rich man sings bad notes, is a mnemonic for remembering which food and drink list.
If you're struggling at home, Barry can give us the answer.
The answer is the size of champagne bottles. And they go as follows. Magnum is 2,
Jay.
Jeroboam is 4, Rehoboam is 6, Methuselah is 8, Shalmaneser is 12, Balthazar is 16, and Nebuchadnezzar, the granddaddy of them all, is 20 bottles.
That is a great bit of quiz knowledge, Barry. Thank you so much. All right, we'll do that again, and we'll see some new challenges next time as well. Join us to see if, suddenly, this storming run of the Eggheads can come to an end. There'll be £21,000 to play for. Until then, goodbye.